The Silk Road. Just the name stirs the imagination, evoking visions of adventure, mystery, and the promise of lands far beyond the horizon. It's not a single road, but a vast, intricate web of stories and pathways, stretching across continents and centuries, weaving together the destinies of countless civilizations. Picture dusty caravans braving endless deserts, bustling bazaars alive with the sounds of haggling traders, and ideas journeying thousands of miles on camelback, carried by the wind and the will of those who dared to travel. The Silk Road conjures images of exotic spices piled high in vibrant markets, shimmering silks fluttering in the desert breeze, and endless golden sands leading to distant, snow-capped mountains, each step a new chapter in an unfolding epic. Its scale and impact on our world are immense, shaping the course of history, trade, and culture in ways that still echo today. This was the world's first superhighway of commerce and culture, connecting East and West long before modern technology and allowing ideas, inventions, and beliefs to flow freely between distant peoples. But it's the human stories that truly bring it to life. Merchants risking fortunes for rare treasures, monks journeying in search of wisdom, and artisans sharing their crafts, all united by a spirit of discovery and hope for a better future. Their footprints remain etched into the sands and stones, silent witnesses to the dreams and ambitions of those who came before us. If you know where to look, you can still feel their presence. So join me as we set out to explore the origins, the legendary cities, and the unforgettable stories of this remarkable network that changed the world. The Silk Road is more than a route. It is a living testament to the human spirit of exploration, resilience, and connection, a bridge between cultures that continues to inspire us today. Let's set out on this timeless journey together and rediscover the wonders, the challenges, and the enduring legacy of the Silk Road. What was the Silk Road? The name conjures images of camel caravans winding through endless deserts, mysterious cities, and treasures from distant lands, but the reality is even more fascinating. The Silk Road wasn't a single road, nor was it just about silk. Instead, it was a vast, ever-shifting network of routes, some well-trodden, others secret and perilous, spanning thousands of miles across Asia, the Middle East, and into Europe. The term Silk Road is actually a modern invention, coined in the 19th century, but the network itself is ancient, stretching back over 2,000 years to a time when empires rose and fell along its length. Imagine a web of trade routes connecting the imperial courts of China to the bustling ports of the Mediterranean. This was the world's first true global superhighway, linking East and West in ways never seen before. The Silk Road was born during the Han Dynasty, sparked by a quest for legendary heavenly horses from Central Asia. What began as a diplomatic mission soon blossomed into a thriving commercial artery, pulsing with life and opportunity. Chinese silk was the star attraction, coveted by emperors and aristocrats alike. But the Silk Road carried much more. Porcelain, tea, paper, and even the secrets of gunpowder all made their way west, transforming societies along the way. In return, the East received Roman glassware, glittering gold and silver coins, and amphorae filled with wine. These goods traveled vast distances, crossing mountains, deserts, and seas, connecting people who had never met. But the Silk Road was more than just a marketplace. It was a highway for ideas, religions, and cultures. Buddhism spread from India to China. Christianity and Islam found new followers, and art, music, and philosophies mingled in the great crossroads cities. The exchange of goods and ideas reached its peak under the Mongol Empire. For a brief golden age, the routes were safer and more unified than ever before, allowing merchants, scholars, and adventurers to travel farther than ever imagined. Eventually, new maritime routes opened up, and ships began to carry goods across oceans. The overland Silk Road slowly faded, its bustling caravan trails growing quiet as trade shifted to the seas. The caravans vanished, the once thriving cities fell silent, and the relentless desert sands reclaimed the ancient paths, leaving behind only ruins and legends. Yet, the Silk Road's legacy endures. Today, travelers retrace its roots, marvel at its ruins, and artisans keep ancient traditions alive, weaving silk as their ancestors did centuries ago. The Silk Road story is far from over. Its spirit of connection, exchange, and discovery continues to inspire the world, reminding us that even the most distant cultures are never truly separate. To understand the Silk Road, picture a vast map. The main artery began in Xi'an, China, winding west through deserts and mountains. It skirted the deadly Taklamakan Desert, converging at Kashgar, a legendary oasis crossroads. From Kashgar, routes branched to Samarkand, Bukhara and Khiva, jewels of Central Asia. Caravans then split, some headed south to India, others west through Persia and into Mesopotamia. The journey ended at Mediterranean ports like Antioch and Constantinople, gateways to Europe. This was no easy trek. Scorching deserts, towering mountains and vast steppes tested every traveler. Oases were lifelines, cities were milestones, geography dictated the path, but human resilience made it possible. The Silk Road was a testament to our drive to connect and discover. Its routes shaped the world. The Silk Road's true magic lies in its travelers. Across centuries, countless footsteps have traced its winding paths, each leaving behind a story, a hope, or a dream. This ancient network was not just a passage for goods, but a living artery of human ambition and curiosity. Zhang Qian, sent west by the Han Emperor, endured captivity and hardship, but returned with knowledge that opened the world to China. His journey, marked by resilience and vision, forged the first links between distant civilizations, setting the stage for centuries of exchange. Marco Polo, the Venetian merchant, journeyed to Kublai Khan's court, spending years in service and bringing tales of China to Europe. His vivid accounts, filled with wonder and detail, ignited the imaginations of those who had never seen the East, bridging continents with stories as valuable as silk or gold. His stories inspired generations of explorers. Maps were redrawn, and the boundaries of the known world expanded, all because one traveler dared to share what he had seen. Xuanzang, a Buddhist monk, braved mountains and deserts to bring sacred texts from India to China, transforming East Asian Buddhism. His pilgrimage was not just a quest for knowledge, but a journey of faith, perseverance, and cultural transformation. The Silk Road was traveled by traders, monks, artists, and adventurers, each with their own dreams and risks. Every traveler, whether seeking fortune, wisdom, or spiritual enlightenment, contributed to the vibrant mosaic of cultures that flourished along the route. Sogdian merchants, Christian missionaries, Jewish traders, and Muslim scholars all left their mark. Their languages, beliefs, and discoveries mingled in the bustling cities and remote outposts, creating a legacy of shared knowledge and mutual influence. Every journey was a thread in the Silk Road's tapestry. The exchange of ideas, art, and technology wove together distant peoples, making the Silk Road a living testament to human connection. Their courage and endurance shaped history. Through sandstorms, blizzards, and the unknown, these travelers pressed on, driven by hope and the promise of discovery. These stories remind us of the power of purpose and the spirit of adventure. The Silk Road's travelers teach us that the journey itself can be as transformative as the destination. The Silk Road was more than a route. It was a stage for human drama. Here, destinies were forged, friendships born, and legends written beneath endless skies. Its legacy lives on in the tales of those who dared to travel it. The stories echo through time, reminding us of the courage it takes to step into the unknown. Their journeys still inspire us today, urging us to seek out new horizons, to listen, to learn, and to carry the spirit of adventure forward into our own lives. The Silk Road's journey began in Xi'an, once called Chang'an, perpetual peace. As the Han and Tang capital, it was a cosmopolitan hub where caravans, loaded with silk, porcelain and tea, set out for the west. The west market buzzed with merchants from across Asia. Today, Xi'an is modern, but its ancient legacy endures. The terracotta army guarding the tomb of China's first emperor is a breathtaking reminder of imperial ambition. The ancient city wall offers panoramic views and a sense of the city's scale. The Muslim quarter, with its great mosque and vibrant markets, is a living link to Silk Road traders. Here, Persian and Arab descendants still cook, worship and trade as their ancestors did. In Xi'an, history isn't just seen, it's tasted, smelled and felt. It's the perfect place to begin your own Silk Road adventure. If Xi'an was the start, Samarkand was the Silk Road's glittering heart. In Uzbekistan's fertile valley, Samarkand was where routes from China, India and Persia converged. Conquered by Alexander, rebuilt by Timur, It rose from ashes to become a city of breathtaking beauty. Timur's ambition brought artisans from across his empire, creating blue-tiled mosques and grand squares. The Registan, framed by majestic madrasas, is the city's crown jewel. Shah-i-Zinda and Gur-e-Amir mausoleums showcase dazzling tile work and history. Today, Samarkand's historic core is wonderfully preserved. Its bazaars are alive with the scents and sounds of centuries past. Here, cultures blended, ideas flourished, and the Silk Road's pulse was strongest. Visiting Samarkand is stepping into a living story, a true crossroads of the ancient world. It remains a crown jewel of the Silk Road. At the Silk Road's western end lies Istanbul, once Byzantium, then Constantinople. Straddling Europe and Asia, it was the final destination for caravans from the east. Here, goods entered Europe and journeys ended in triumph. The city's layered history is visible everywhere, from the Roman Hippodrome to the iconic Hagia Sophia. The Grand Bazaar and Spice Bazaar still echo with the trade of centuries past. Istanbul is a fusion of East and West, seen in its architecture, food and daily life. Standing on the Galata Bridge, you sense the timeless flow of trade and culture. Istanbul isn't just the end of the road, it's a vibrant, captivating destination in its own right. The Silk Road spirit lives on here. The Silk Road hasn't vanished, it's transformed. Today, modern travelers retrace ancient paths, seeking connection with history and culture. The journey spans futuristic Chinese cities, blue-tiled Uzbek towns, Kyrgyz mountains and Iranian deserts. It's a tapestry of landscapes and cultures, offering a dozen adventures in one. Cities like Xi'an, Samarkand and Bukhara are now UNESCO sites. Living museums, not relics. You can wander bazaars, share tea with locals, and witness traditions passed down for generations. Travel is easier now. Trains, tours, and improved infrastructure make the journey accessible. Yet, the sense of adventure remains as you follow in the footsteps of Marco Polo and Xuanzang. The Silk Road invites you to write your own chapter in its ongoing story. The adventure is waiting. Ready for your own Silk Road adventure? Here's how to start. Choose a region. Central Asia is a classic, with Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan offering stunning architecture and nomadic culture. China and Iran also provide unique experiences. The best times to travel are spring and autumn, when weather is pleasant and festivals abound. Research each country's climate. Conditions vary, especially at altitude. Consider a reputable tour operator for logistics, visas and guides, especially in Central Asia. Independent travel is possible, but requires careful planning. Many countries now have simplified visa processes and are tourist-friendly. Pack light, dress modestly, and respect local customs, especially at religious sites. Learn a few local phrases. A smile goes a long way. Embrace the unexpected, be patient, and you'll have the journey of a lifetime. The Silk Road is ready for you. We've journeyed from Xi'an's terracotta warriors to Istanbul's bazaars, crossing deserts, mountains, and centuries. The Silk Road is a tapestry of stories. Each site holds its own magic. Which place captures your imagination? The terracotta army, the romance of Kashgar, the blue tiles of Samarkand, or the wild Pamirs? There's no wrong answer. The Silk Road offers something for every traveler. For me, it's the human connections, the shared moments in markets and ruins. I hope this journey has sparked your curiosity to explore further. The Silk Road is still there, waiting for you. Check my links in the description below for flight, hotel and tour deals, and don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Trekker. Happy travels.